ahwefo ahaya Nananom TV mama kwaba mi jiri so bo ade adom ho ye ene news update de bramo ene say Dr. Okoe Boye de betudwa say Sammy Gyamfi de nsem bi akotudwa awo media station bi so ma nsem a odi tudwa no ankoya manokura eno mpono so ne host no ane host ni nyina to say Dr. Okoe Boye buofo mu ye papa isanse discussion o mo ye no mo kansem bi fanu a no Dr. Okoe Boye no dwin say entwaye kura entwaye ntino osinyade a metime dwane efira no kura na obehodu mo on na so do mo famra kwanso na wasande nsem bebre atudwa for Sammy Gyamfi hu ene ne host nyina ho ma in fact ade ate no amoding ne sentin mo man ko tie dia course of na embra eni a efiri sansen mba no menko tie na embra sisia na answer na be ko no omode ase na ndi go hwe be so say subscribe to Nananom TV we are like comment ne kura na share na onu bi so enye bi nhwe edama say e ko hwe video na ya ba ya be je wonso adwenchire
from a very close angle.
Okay.
And it appears the fellow is either at the back or in the middle. Obviously, it was not an angle from the front where you are seeing the whole crowd.
Right.
Another fact is that from that angle, I saw one or two people who appeared very disenchanted, angry, and shouting. Even if it was not boo ahead, you could see from their behavior that they were not happy from that close angle. But, Doc, with all due respect, what is also very true is that the entire crowd was not featured in the video, and I'll find it very difficult to assume that what I saw in that close video angle is a representation of the feelings of the whole crowd, because that's not what I saw. I didn't see the whole crowd. Now I am tempted to believe that the one who shot the video had some motivation which might be equal to some prejudice against the current establishment, as I am tempted to believe, and I'll give you one or two reasons. The first place I saw, Doc, these videos running very fast, to be honest, were all platforms that were sympathetic towards my brothers and sisters in opposition. Those were the places I saw them moving, and I was like, oh wow. And then the media platforms, I'm not mentioning, there were media houses that I know, I mean, based on when I go on social media, are sympathetic. Those were the places where the thing started running wild, and then I started seeing the headlines. So it looked like an engineered something, you know. But like I said, if you look at the number of, if you look at the voting situation in Ghana, if you look at the voting situation in Ghana, Doc, at any point in time, the party that wins doesn't get even 60% of the votes since you entered the Fourth Republic. So it means the one who loses the general election gets minimum 40% from since we started the Fourth Republic. In the last election, the NDC actually have 48. The presidential, it was close to 49%. Now, what it tells you, if you are a figures person or you deal with statistics and not to be emotional, is that when you see 100 Ghanaians, don't assume that all are NDC, pro-government or anti-government. Just going by the last election, at least some 52,
about half.
Yeah, will tell you that, oh, it's okay with the government. You are likely to have about half telling you that there's a big problem with this government. Now, this is where it even becomes worse, Doc. If you are, unfortunately for you, your sample, you know, in statistics, if you pick on the sample is not a good one, it's a biased one, you can even have 60 telling you that there's a big problem with the government you have. And the other way to, when it's a bias towards the government, you can say 60. Now, immediately you know these figures. You don't get too perturbed when you go to some place as a government official and anti-elements are 40% of the crowd. You have to be calm. Now, what do you do when you are a democratic you are in a democratic dispensation. What do you do when you are government? That means well, like this government. What you do is to look for the reasons, assuming they are genuine reasons, behind a protest, even if it is 1 out of 50,000, and then try and address the reasons. And if you look at the way my brother Sammy went about it, from the video, he immediately told you that, look, this is a representation of the people, how they feel, and the youth are angry, and they can't find jobs and all that. No, so you see, the narrative is one leading to the other. But I wouldn't also sit here and say that 100% of the youth in Ghana, or even 90%, have gotten the jobs they want. But I want to also put on record that a lot of effort has been made and is being made by this government to make sure that the youth get opportunities to serve. Doc, recently I drove by University of Ghana, Legon, and their stadium that had been sitting cold for some years now. I see a lot of youth working, artisans working on that project, and this is jobs. This is economic activity within the environment we have. I don't want to bore you with the list of Ekunfi and this company that produces soft drinks and water and all that. You know, they've opened a new one in Kumasi. I have met colleagues or friends in the NDC who tell me that, that company was in existence before he came. But I want to put on record that a policy has been introduced by this government to make sure that if you are an entrepreneur and you have a plan to either establish a company or to expand your business to give more jobs to the youth, the government is willing to work on your proposal and exempt you from taxes and certain levies that will reduce your establishment cost and allow you to run. And please, I want to put on record, the biggest beneficiary of this package is the company that produces, I don't know why their name is not coming, Casapreco. Doc.
Not just a dear Dr. Okoe Boye Exposès Nananom. Let me say, the course no, I have no ye. Nontina, I miss a way to o complaining. But I thought that, yes, any man, Mamma, who say, me who said I may can, but all the same, moon, send on Metima Summon Samano. Tiana Nananom TV, the young Cassava will be no more, your best saying, and then they go share Bomodia and subscribe to Nananom TV. We are liking a video, commenting a video, nothing. We are Bomodia mere notification ban, send a bear Nananom TV, the video 2 more. Better than your notification. I have a bonka and Nananom TV new upload. A crack on the share now, you miss your being share. Show baby, no, maybe in your mission. Nananom TV, near my pony at the Bremo, Yadamasi.